Welcome in, my friends. First question for you today. Should we buy Ari Mortensen to get him out of TBFCS Royn, maybe get him some training, loan him out somewhere, and give an injection of cash to TBFCS Royn? Like, do we just give him 100 grand and go like, here, take it? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Let's roll the intro. Welcome in, my friends. It's episode 14. It's as if it were written in the stars. I'm taking us all the way to the semifinal of the Svenska Cupen because we drew a rather easy group, and then our quarterfinal game was against a Division 1 team, so that was a rather easy game, although a bit closer than it should have been. We are taking on Malmo today, my friends. Yes, the club that we've sold Kieta to. You guys let me know in the comments. You said just let him go. The financial value was too great. So let's take a look at it. We are up to 12 million in the bank. Some of the suggestions I had were like, hey, expand the ground. We can't. We can build a new ground, but I'm thinking that's going to be more than 12 million. I asked them to improve the youth recruitment. They were like, we think it's pretty good. They have not offered me a new contract. We just went through we have a new president. Right, so I don't know if it's a takeover technically because he was already on the board. We have sold 9760 last season, and this season, where is it? We sold 11,469 season tickets. So I like to think we're going to pack out the stadium this year. We are in the Champions League, so I always love at the beginning. It's like, we were expected to sell like 9,000 season tickets. I'm like, how is it going down 700? We're in the Champions League. The fans have woken up. They've come true. Let's show you the schedule here. We had Skiljebo, who were promoted to the Superettan from Division 1. We had Inskede, who I think are a Division 1 team, and Falkenbergs FF, who are in the Superettan. So, 6-0, 4-0, 2-1. We had Kristianstad FC, who were the team. It just occurred to me that when we were at AFC Eskilstuna, they kind of tripped us up, I believe. So we had them in the quarterfinal. A bit of a nervy game, to be honest with you. We rotated a lot, right? Hugo Janssen, I've been playing him at right back. He doesn't know it, but look at the attributes, right? Crossing, dribbling, passing, marking's a 7, tackling's a 6. But he's got, if we could give him some game time, I think he could actually learn the role. He's not very happy about it, but we kind of need to develop some homegrown talent on the fullback spots. So played him there. Charles had a 6.1, subbed him off at half. It said he was looking quite aggressive. Rundstrom on a 6.7. Johansson had to play because our other left back, I'll show you that in a second, has like a lower back stress fracture. And Janssen had a pulled abdominal muscle. So he was coming back from full fitness that day. I was like, please just don't re-injure yourself. So he made it through. Matson Hassan, Christian Brandstrom, we've been trying to give him some game time. So I was like, it's a Division 1 team. Like, surely we can pull this off with a bunch of youngsters. And Estlin played Roberto on a 9.1 with the brace. That is the next Kieta that we're training on complete forward. Just giving him some game time, my friends. Mietenen, we subbed off and put Boris Vukojevic on, and then he did worse. It was great because, they equalized, and then we were just looking like, bleh. So we made some changes and brought on some of our starters. I don't know if I did a full triple sub, but it was definitely at least a double sub. And we were able to get the winner in the 81st minute to make it through to take on Malmo. We did a tour of Germany, as you can see here. And really, it was a lot of just trying to get some game time for some folks, to be honest with you. So I'm not too fussed about the results, although, some of them I was like, oh, wow, we Kaiserslautern absolutely smashed us 4-0. But, it was more about getting some game time. We did do an away game to TBFCS Royn. We gave them 30 grand, and I think it netted us like 6 grand in profit, or in return revenue, not profit. So we lost like 24 grand, but give them a little bit of love. That's where the Ari Mortensen, I have been scouting him. You saw him at the beginning of the episode. Let me know what you think. Should we buy him? Because I'm a little bit afraid it's going to be like we're like ripping their best player away from them. On the other hand, we could just give them a wad of cash. Like, hey, here's 100. Here's 200 grand. Like, have a field day. Then we played Sarpsborg, and then we got into the Cup. So that's what's going on there, my friends. This is our lineup today. Let me show you Krastrev, Again, lower back stress fracture out another 5 weeks. I'm like, ooh, do we recall Samadi, even though I don't really love him that much? We definitely have some youngsters we pulled up that we need to figure out what we're going to do with them. They're kind of just here. Berglund probably just needs to go back down now that we've reached, you know, the semifinal. But I was pulling them up trying to get them some game time. So we'll just leave the rest of it as is. But normal starters, Luis, Jalali, Tobias, and Kasalainen, Johansson coming in, Ing, Hassan, Kastrati, Eslin, Vukojevic, Miettinen. Massive game. We're somehow favored. Coach is recommending we go standard. I said, nope, we're going control because that's how we play. That's how we play. So we don't really have, and this is the nervy part that I think I might have to change. I want to get Eriksson some game time. So we're going to bring in Bilal because we don't, I mean, he covers the right back as well, but we really don't have somebody that plays on the back line. Like, Charles plays on the back line. Hugo Janssen is like, sure, I guess I'll play wing back. And attacking, he's a winger, so put him on attack is like, I think, natural. But we'll bring in Bilal just to give us a little bit more depth there. And we'll leave Eriksson in to cover Eslin's spot. Nervous. They're playing a 4-4-1-1-2 DM. Interesting. Just good luck. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Look at the green. They're feeling it. Send the fans home happy. We got it. I hate that question where it's like, oh, what do you think about getting into the final? It's like, whoa, mate. Like, you where you're at in the semifinal. Like, are you where you're at that game? Our best chance of winning is with 12 players on the field. We are going to go, because this is going to be just the only game today, we're going to go extended highlights, my friends. The stands are packed out. We put the Malmo fans in the corner there. I thought I hit play, but nothing is happening. Excellent. Oh, work. What are these names? Cubitario. Okay, lads. Do as you like. But I appreciate the help on the Chieta deal. I just wish we could deploy the cash. You know, maybe we'll just save up and see what a stadium is. We just got the new president, so maybe that helps in terms of once we get to the Champions League. That was a comment from Dodgy Gamer. He's like, wait until you get the Champions League money coming in and maybe the board will offer you a better contract. Or like if you get a win or something like that. Because my contract's going to be, like, once we get to the Champions League, my contract's only going to have like 5 or 6 months left on it. So it's kind of like, what's up? You want to offer me a contract? I'm just saying. How horrific would it be if they didn't renew my contract? Like, thanks for the Champions League, deuces. Like, what? Oh, I'd want to be the AIK manager if that happened. Oh, Miettinen smashes it, volleys it over the bar. He had all kinds of space. Could have maybe collected it. You know, take that touch, control, bring the ball down, and then smack it home rather than the first time volley. Uh-oh. Off the crossbar. Jalali slides in. It's a throw-in. Will they try the long throw? We'll never know. We'll never know. We're superior in the air today. We are quite... No. See? That's what happens. That's what happens. Let's do a little concentrate. Half hour in. Come on, lads. We're at home. The fans are cheering for you. Miettinen... Oh, he gets back to it. Jalali up on the wing. Reza Jalali. What's he got in his pocket? Vukojevic can't get to it. Oh, Johansson, Kastrati. Back to Johansson. Back to Kastrati. No, he pings it all the way. Nice switch of the field there. Oh, what a goal. Oh, I love him. I think I'm going to get a Reza Jalali shirt. Oh, Reza Jalali. Oh, man. I think he's a region. Yeah, he's 24. Surely he's a region. Or is he not? If he's not a region, I might have to buy his kit. I think he's real. Oh, my friends. Oh, we gotta look that up. I just did a quick... There's something on Eurosport. It just has his name. It says he's Iranian. It says he plays midfield, and that's it. Oh, hold the phone. I'm not even watching the game. we just scored again. Esland, apparently. I'm more interested in... I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Reza Yalali. Let's go to transfer market. Okay. There's a guy called Golem Reza, like one word, Yalali, Iranian, plays for Kara Shiraz. He's had one appearance in the Hazfi Cup. What's Kara Shiraz? We're up 2-0, my friends. Is he real? Is he real? Kara Shiraz. Oh, we might. Maybe he's just like a youngster. Doesn't even have his age on here on transfer market. I'm professional. You have to tell me. Keep it up, guys. Just leave it. Leave it. Striker's not even doing really well. But our midfield, what we got? An assist from our left back and a midfielder, and we got goals from Yalali and Esland. Doesn't matter how they score. Just matters that it goes in. Doesn't. Oh, it has nothing. No one knows anything about him. Doesn't have his age. Maybe he's a youngster. Okay, it's 2033 in the game. I think he's 24. Okay. It might be a little early to be getting a kit. Maybe. Alright, that's 15 years in the future. Yeah, he'd be... Oh, it must be somebody else. It must be somebody else, because 15 years in the future from now, and he's 24, he'd be 9. So... Sad face. Sad face. I spent a lot of time on that. I apologize, but I'm not really. I mean, I maybe it's just because it's been the first time in a long time, if not ever, I've had players that can play wing back naturally, especially in an attacking role. Here he comes again! Oh, across the 6-yard box. Oh, that's a thing of beauty. It's a thing of beauty, lads. Tobiasen. Ing pings it. I mean, look at this ball right here. Whoop. No man's land for the keeper. Lovely, lovely. All right, boys. Let's not get complacent. I saw some complacency. Luis, ooh, it's a little nervy at the back. Let's do some concentrating. My friends, we are smashing our competition here. 3-0. Yalali with the ball in. He's going to get the rebound. No, he's... No. He loses it. Oh, I was really afraid he was going to 2-footed lunge right there. Looked like he was, like, amping up for it. Kasalainen to Johansson to Castrati. Esland. Oh, what a fool! He bypassed, like, the entire defense with that. That was a lovely ball and needed a better finish. But we're not complaining because that was... it was delicious. You know what? If Mietenen's going to play a 6.6, my friends, he is going to come off. We're going to give Roberto some time. And we're going to actually switch him because we're trying to train him up on complete forward, so he needs game time in that role. So we'll go here, and then we'll bring Esland off, even though he's on an 8.3. We may actually drop Esland back to take Castrati's spot, because I do want to get John Eriksson some time here. Okay, yeah, sure. Sounds good. Let's, yep, Promising striker coming on for Djurgården, my friends. Okay, I clicked. I hate when that happens. Yep, let's just drop you here. Yep. Let's switch you. No, let's just, yeah, it's fine. Eriksson, let's get Eriksson some game time. We're not going to go crazy with, I mean, I've already made 2 subs, but, you know, like, I'm not just like, oh, yeah, we're up 3-0, because, like, crazier things have happened in my saves, my friends. Solid game, though, overall. I'm liking it. Yalali, ball in. Tobiasen collects right here, right top of the box. Okay, goes to Eriksson, who skies it. Yeah, it's just, you know, he's just getting a feel for the game. That's what it was. You know what? We're up by 3 goals. We're gonna bring in Hugo Janssen. We're getting him. I'm trying to get these guys game time. Anytime I get a chance, it's like they don't know the role at all. Okay, well, let's at least get you familiar with it. I don't know how many games that is. If you know how many games you have to have and how many or minutes or whatever you have to have. And maybe it depends on the player, flicks it on, to, you know, learn a position, or like at least have it show up on like their chart. Like at least with Marcos Roberto, complete forward is on the chart. Now it's like red, like he doesn't know it at all. But like Hugo Janssen, it's like he is not even aware of what a right back is. So how long does it take before that shows up? Even if it's like red, like, oh yeah, I could quasi play there. My friends, we are into the final. We are into the final. Lovely, lovely stuff. Castelline, you're gonna get you were great in the second half. Let's do some talking here, my friends. Okay, you know what? Yes. Anybody else play exceptionally well? Not really. We'll leave it. We beat Malmo. Reza Yalali with the goal. That was a lovely goal. Yeah, I mean, that was delicious. Delicious. Blah, blah, blah. And our under 21s played with all of our backups and smashed somebody 4-0. Ooh. Okay, 5.7. Oh, it's the first. That's the first game of the season. He's just gotta, wake up. I'm gonna pause real quick, hop forward so we find out who our opponent will be, because I think that happens tomorrow in the game, but I don't want to do the press conference and waste your time. I'll be right back. All right, never mind. Apparently it's already been decided. I didn't get anything in the inbox. I was like, let me just check the schedule, because it should be on there with just a blank. You're not sure who you're playing, but it's in May. I thought it was all in the preseason, but okay, it's in May. So let me walk you through kind of what I'm thinking from a series standpoint, because the Champions League is going to kick off like somewhere in here, and that's the thing that I'm most interested in this season. I mean, we want to win the league, yada, yada, yada. But like, I'm thinking we're just going to come back for the cup final. Because that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games into the season. How many games are there? There are 30 games. So that's essentially a third of the way through the season. And then we could start playing, some AIK and some other games like that, Elfsport, kind of seeing where we are in the table, who's at the top. I know that's a big chunk of the season. I know some people won't like that, but I want to get to the Champions League. Last season, we spent a lot of time here because I'd never played in the cup, or had a run, I guess, on the cup. So that's kind of what I'm thinking now is let's just get through some of the league. Let's get to the cup final, see what happens there. And then let's get into the Champions League, because once we get to the Champions League, it's going to be like, we're going to show the games in that, right? So that's my thinking there. Reza Yalali. Okay, so he's a region. That's probably better, because then I could just get a kit of his, whatever I want. Oh, love him. But again, let me know on Hugo. When will this appear for Hugo Janssen? Let me know about that if you know. And let me know, should we sign Ari Mortensen? Because I'm kind of torn on that. Check out this stuff over here. I really appreciate the support on the channel. We are, as of the time I'm doing this today, we are 2 subscribers short of 2,500. Mind blown. See you next time for the cup final.